and I went to Robert Morris University and majored in accounting and information sciences, so I had a double major there.
Our beautiful campus is located in Moon Township, Pennsylvania.
I actually interviewed with ADP as an intern, during my college career there. That was interesting. I'm Dave Brendza, Division Vice President and General Manager for the 1ADP Augusta and 1ADP Louisville locations. I did interview for an internship position in college, and I didn't get it. And it was kind of interesting, but a few years after in the workforce, I saw a job that was posted, and I applied for it. And they actually still had some notes on my interview from the internship, which were positive, and they brought me in. And I actually started my job as an implementation specialist, so I started as an individual contributor, 40 years ago. I've had to move a few times with with the company in order to pursue my career, and I was thankful that I've had a good partner in my wife that allowed me to pursue my career.
He's been a very strong supporter and connected thousands of job seekers with our human capital management upskilling programs in payroll, in benefits, compensation, HR, and more. We have this saying at ADP that you come here for the opportunity and you stay for the people. And Dave is definitely one of those people you stay for.
I think we've built a fantastic culture and environment of inclusivity, diversity. That's one of the things that I'm most proud about, that we're looked at as an employer of choice in those two markets.
He spent a few days with me. We walked around the office, met, I swear it was like thousands of people. It was incredible, the way he knew everyone by name.
We feel that if we take care of our associates, they'll take care of our clients, and then productivity and financial performance will be as a result of that. Today, as you walk into our building, we have a very open concept from a work perspective. We have a Starbucks on site. We have a full-time doctor that is on site here. We have a gym that is actually open 24/7. We have food service for our associates. We try to make this a community. We think that that's what allows us to differentiate ourselves as an employer. I've actually spent a lot of time with the American Red Cross. I was the board chair there.
My first time meeting Dave Brendza was actually when I interviewed for the position that I have now, the Executive Director of the Red Cross. He was incredibly smart and intuitive with his questions, but also really listened. At the Red Cross, we say sleeves up, hearts open, all in. And Dave is just that.
Well, Deborah, we have been out driving around much of the night in the storm tracker. We actually just pulled under a bridge so I could show you something. Pop out this monitor and give you a look at the HD Doppler network live. You can see where we are, Savannah, in relation to where Dorian is. And
also in the first year of my tenure as Executive Director of the Red Cross, we had a couple hurricanes that hit Savannah. And as such, we were opening up shelters here in Augusta to shelter people coming from Savannah. Dave was going to just check in on one of the shelters for me, because there were 16. And I did not find this out till the next day. That shelter, their staff had not shown up. And when Dave got there, he knew that something needed to be done. Dave stayed. He called his wife, Nadine, and both of them spent the entire night in the shelter taking care of our clients, because he was not going to leave a place where people needed help. That's all you need to know about Dave Brendza.
And then I also am a trustee for Augusta University's foundation. And I also sit on a number of advisory boards for Augusta University, USC Aiken.
We're so glad to have him here today to share some words of wisdom for our graduates. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Dave Brendza.
So Dave agreed to be our commencement speaker a couple of years ago.
We've experienced pain and loss caused by a pandemic. We saw a heightened focus on equality and equity. And we've seen people reevaluating their needs and priorities.
Dave offered the students just a couple of words of wisdom. The first is to get to know people's names. And the other was to, if someone's in need, to provide comfort.
This institution and your family have prepared you to make life decisions, not life-altering ones. Remember that.
One of our 7 core values, which is social responsibility. We believe that by volunteering, not only our time and energy, but sometimes monetarily, really does allow us to give back to the community that actually gives us our biggest asset, which is our people. This inception of this discovery zone was the concept really intrigued us. I think the other side of it was that when we were able to see the collaboration between 2 school districts come together to create this concept, and then it come to fruition, is beyond imagination, I would tell you, and ADP had to be a part of that.
Last year, Dave asked me to present during the graduation event for the Women's Leadership Academy of Augusta. It was so telling watching Dave connect with each and every student. He knew their stories, he knew their goals, and you could just see in an instant how they looked up to him.
We'll be here for a good long time during my work career and also when we retire. We're big outdoor folks, and we love to do a number of activities, and a lot of those activities could be had 12 months of the year.
And Paceline is a huge fundraiser for the Georgia Cancer Center, but you actually have to know what you're doing to get on a bicycle and be a captain for folks like me riding in the race. But Dave's participation in Paceline is another example to the community.
Dave should be inducted into every Hall of Fame that ever exists, in my opinion. He is such a servant leader. He leads with such intelligence and compassion and vision.
He's actually most inspired when he's standing off to the sidelines and watching others succeed.
I can't say enough things about Dave Brendza, and I think this award is extraordinarily fitting, that he truly does care about people. You can't fake that.
Dave Brendza is a laureate in the J.A. Augusta Business Hall of Fame.